Let me start this video off by saying that never in a million years did I dream that I was gonna be able to make this video. Guys, it's been a long journey for me. I finally got my driver's license. I am 23 years old now and I started when I was 18. Did 3 theoretical exams, did 3 practical exams, took 24 hours of theoretical lessons, took 20 hours of practical lessons, had a lot of tears in the car, a lot of drama, a lot of stress, but I'm finally here and I want to share with you the 4 things that I wish I had done, the 4 things that I wish I had practiced sooner, 4 tips that I want to give you now so that you can pass your driving exam as soon and as stress-free as possible. So I want to give you 4 tips. Some of them are going to be practical for the exam, but some of them are going to be mindset focused so that you can keep your stress levels down. Because for me, the first exam was definitely not a good one. I was not a good driver yet. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So I'm very grateful that I didn't pass that exam. The second exam, I was a very good driver. I was a perfect driver. No, not a perfect driver, but I would have been able to pass my driving tests because I was just driving really well and my driving instructor at the time told me you're gonna be fine, but the stress just completely took over me and it was very bad. I failed my test because of stress. By the way, I'm in my sister's old bedroom, so that's why this Hello Kitty things are here. It's not actually mine, but I kind of like the vibe of these sweet puppets in the background. Anyways, the third exam I passed because I was a good driver and because I kept my stress levels down. So that's also where I want to give you some tips on how you can pass your exam without stress, or at least perform your exam without stress. Because the thing is that stress is really going to be one of the biggest factors why you either pass or don't pass. And I don't want to scare you because it's always good to have a little stress, but in my case, it was so stressful that I couldn't get control over my body. My leg was shaking, I was freezing, I was just panicking, and that is never good. So the first tip I want to give you, and I don't know because I'm talking from the experience that I have living in Belgium. Maybe the exams are different for you. But the first tip I want to give you is that if you fail the first time, to immediately pack your shit together, cry for a day, but get your ass back to the examination center and pick a new day to do your new exam. Because the mistake I made was that I was so traumatized from that first experience. I was so sick and tired of driving because I hated it. I hated doing it with my dad because we didn't have a good vibe going on at the time, that I waited too long. I couldn't do it anymore because my uh like not permanent license expired. I don't know how to say it. You get like a temporary license and it expired, so I had to wait. And it was horrible. That's when I had to take all the lessons, and I really wish that I just pushed through, just did the second exam. It would have probably made me pass a lot sooner. So that's the first tip I want to give you. It's more practical. I know it's horrible if you've been struggling to pass your exam, but trust me, it will be worth it. And the faster you get through it, the faster you're able to just relax and enjoy driving and go see your friends and do nice things. So that's the first tip I want to give you. The second tip I want to give you is that I want you to do your exam with the intention of it being a test run. Because most of my stress came from me pushing myself that I had to pass the exam, especially the second time. The first time, I wasn't really sure if I was gonna pass. I thought I was, but it was clear that I wasn't supposed to. But the second time, I was also manifesting. So I was like, oh, I'm going to pass my exam. I'm going to pass my exam. But I was doing that out of fear because I didn't leave myself any other option but to pass. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to pass. I cannot not pass this test. So I was pushing myself, manifesting, but from a place of anxiety and fear. And it was not good because the moment I didn't pass, I just completely crashed. I was crying the whole day. I was so, so, so sad, and it was not a pretty picture. There was a lot of ugly crying. So the second thing I really want to say is, and this is what I did the third time, before I did my exam, I told myself, okay, this is just a test run. I'm giving you, after this, you're gonna have one more chance. So you don't have to pass this exam. You do have to drive as safe and as responsible as you can, but you don't have to pass. You get another shot after this. I'm giving you this other shot. So this is just a test run. This is just another exam to kind of see how the exam goes, to prepare yourself for the real exam. That's what I was telling myself. And I really not just made myself believe that, but I really had that as an intention. I really meant it. I really meant to myself, you do not have to pass this one. I'm giving you another shot after this. We have another shot. I mean, we have a lot of shots after that, but I was just telling myself I don't need to pass this. And this made me already lose a lot of pressure that I was putting on myself, because I didn't need to do it for myself, and I was thus not fearing the horrible feeling anymore that I was going to have after if I failed. And I didn't. I passed, so that's good. So the third tip I want to give you is the most important one, and is the most useful one if you are someone who struggles with stress, especially during your driving test, is use one affirmation or one kind of thing you keep repeating as a focus point while you're driving. Because if you give your mind an instruction, it will run for you, it will act for you. But if you don't give your mind an instruction, it will just rumble on like a crazy dog, just out of control. So I kept repeating in my mind these three things. I said, I drive, I have to translate because I said it in Dutch. I drive calm, I drive controlled, and I let the examiner feel safe. So I don't know if it's exactly correct. It was like, I'm driving safely, I'm driving peacefully or calm, I'm driving in control, I'm driving managed, and I allow the examiner to feel safe. Sorry if this came out a little hesitant. It's because I was rambling it in Dutch all the time. But I kept repeating these three things to myself, because I knew that my biggest struggle point would be that I would drive too stressed or too quickly, or not too quickly, but that I wouldn't take my time to peacefully just observe what's going on and react in time to things. So that was what I kept repeating. And the third thing is what I think is most important, because I kept focusing on letting the examiner feel safe instead of me passing my test. Instead of doing it from an I need this, I did it from I want or I need the instructor to or the examiner to feel safe, because that's the most important thing. And it made me take my responsibility. It also made me drive a lot safer, a lot calmer. And basically it made me lose my stress during the exam. I was, of course, still a little bit stressed, but I was really, really calm and really peaceful, because I felt really responsible and I felt really in control and I felt really calm. And yeah, most importantly, I felt like I was the taxi driver or something for these people in the back. So that was why I was able to kind of even enjoy the exam. So the fourth and last thing is, I think also one a really important one, is to put your main goal still at learning to drive safely instead of passing the exam, because we tend to motivate passing the driving test for the like selfish standpoint of I want to get this exam passed so that I don't need to worry about it anymore. But in the end, like, driving is kind of dangerous in a way if you don't know how to do it properly, if you don't do it safely. And so really try to put as your main goal to be able to drive perfectly safe, perfectly calm, perfectly well, so that you are able to just not ever have an accident or hurt someone else or hurt yourself. So put your main focus on learning to drive instead of passing the exam. I swear this will already relieve a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress for you, because you're doing it for the greater good instead of just for your selfish needs. So that's what I want to give you today. I want to wish you so much good luck. I really hope these 4 tips helped you. I know that if I would have known this, I would have probably driven a lot safer and a lot quicker, a lot better. So I hope this helps you in any kind of way. Just know that no matter how long you've been doing this, you will pass at some point. So don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep just going over and over and over again until you have that exam, because it will be worth it. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good exam. Let me know if you pass your test. I would love to know that, so we can celebrate together in the comments. And yeah, that's all for today. Good luck, guys, and see you next time on a new video. Bye bye.